Xbox has done everything in the past few years now to embrace cloud gaming, and up until now, it has really just been a huge part of Xbox Game Pass, but now it is actually expanding beyond Game Pass, and that is huge. If you didn't know, essentially cloud gaming just means that you don't have to download the game, you can just play it in the cloud, just over the internet. It's basically streaming the game while you are playing it. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought this concept was kind of stupid until like a month or two ago when I decided to play Age of Mythology. Yeah, I loved that game growing up, and then they released the remastered version, and I don't have an Xbox Series console, so I had to stream it through cloud gaming on Game Pass, and I thought that's gonna be dumb. There's gonna be like a bunch of input lag, but I am very surprised on how much it seems like progress they have made. Since like a year ago, maybe when Starfield came out, I tried streaming that game, and yeah, it just looked terrible. Like over the streaming quality, it was just awful. There was a bunch of input lag. Now, a lot of that could be, of course, because a game like Starfield has a lot more input to it than, say, a real-time strategy game. But overall, I think Xbox is trying to improve cloud gaming as much as they can. I mean, with a thing like cloud gaming, I say it can only get better, and that's awesome. So I have always said that, it seems like this is going to be the norm as we go forward. And now, with a huge Xbox announcement that was made today, it seems like they are making a huge step in that direction. So they made a blog post today, November 20th, that is titled "Stream Your Own Game with Xbox Cloud Gaming." This is still technically in beta, so it says beta in parentheses afterwards, which is basically probably their sort of disclaimer to say, hey, if you have maybe a weird glitch or your experience is not entirely great, we're still working out the kinks. But with this announcement, they are announcing that non-Game Pass games, a specific set of them right now and more to come in the future, are now available for cloud streaming. So yeah, up until now, you could only stream games on the Xbox that were on Xbox Game Pass. So if it wasn't on Game Pass, you couldn't stream it. You couldn't use cloud gaming to play it. But that's changing today with a list of 50 non-Game Pass games. This is on the Xbox blog post. I'll link it in the description in case you want to see some of the games. I'd say overall they are 50 very big games. Just to name a few, you've got like Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, Hogwarts Legacy, High on Life, Final Fantasy 1 through 6, Star Wars Outlaws, Visions of Mana, and yeah, much more. So yeah, it's 50 total. Now, kind of the weird thing though is that the way I understand it, this is actually available right now on pretty much every platform that is not an Xbox console or the Xbox app, which is kind of odd because you would think that's exactly what they would want to put it on first, but it looks like they are planning on adding this in 2025. And like watching their YouTube video they just dropped today to promote this, I think it's very clear they are just going for this whole multi-platform type of feel to this. Like they're saying that you can stream through Xbox Cloud Gaming on like mobile or an Amazon Fire Stick or even a MetaQuest. But it is good to know that it sounds like this feature is also going to come to consoles and the app sometime next year, and they're also planning on adding much more games than these first 50 as time goes on. I would only assume that the end goal, as crazy as it might sound, is to just have every game, like any and all Xbox game, giving it the feature to be able to be played over Xbox gaming. I mean, mark my words, that is the ultimate goal. Now, one thing to note though, it does look like you do need an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription to do this, but at this point I think at least like most people with an Xbox console probably does have that subscription. I guess, I don't know, I'm just saying that, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, the multi-platform feel of Xbox has never been bigger, and the same of course can be said for cloud gaming. It's very clear that Xbox is going all in on cloud gaming. I think it's very cool because yes, some people might find some issues with it, and they're not wrong, but I see it, I guess, mainly as an accessibility thing. Making it easier to play video games anywhere and everywhere is definitely a W in my book. And on maybe a different note, at this point, I would say that it has probably never been more clear, or at least looked more possible, that Xbox is eventually planning on not making consoles and just going multi-platform, and it just doesn't really matter what platform you're on. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself by saying that. That is something that we will just have to be patient and wait and see.